All right, guys. So today we had, I guess I'd word it a shock event. That might be too drastic, but we had a day that people will remember in the market. Had the big gap down in the SPY. Now it looks like they just snatched it up and ran it up all day, right? Let's look at the intraday for those that weren't there. Huge sell-off in pre-market. For the most part, we opened much lower than Friday's close, ran for a little bit, and then sideways chop for 3 or 4 hours. Right, it's doing fairly well in after hours, but wasn't a great scenario. I took one trade all day and made like a $1.50 average on Nvidia in two sells, and here it is on 5-minute candles. I didn't get involved until it did this one push, second push, and then on the third push, I said I was looking for a clean candlestick setup to get long. And I got long right about the top of this green candle, sold half for $1 and the other half for $2. So I averaged $1.50. Whoop-de-doo, right? And that's all I did all day. There's a lot of days where there's not a lot of individual stocks moving. They were trying to run random stocks, and you can't get involved in that. So it's kind of a weird watch list going into tomorrow. But as I said in chat this afternoon, there should be a lot of setups forming. I've been kind of struggling with my watch list videos, not being able to find any setups. Now, if we get this nasty selling, if we can get another day or two in some of these chip plays, we might have some really nice bounce play setups. So at least we're getting some action, and I'm more optimistic for some setups. Anyway, having said that, this is FOMC week, just to add another curveball to everything, and that's Wednesday afternoon. Please pause the video and read that if you haven't read that yet. So here's what I'm watching for tomorrow. Let me just go to the order I have them in. TVGN. And I thought it was going to have a stronger close, but you do kind of have a breakout over this horizontal line here. I thought it was going to close a little stronger. But anyway, I'll put it on watch. SLS certainly had relative strength and high relative volume. EVER, kind of the same thing, high relative volume and kind of near a potential breakout. DWTX, really strong today in a weak tape, right? Crazy range though, and I don't think there's news on this, so I think this thing's just being pumped. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll put it on a chart, probably won't trade it. LTBR, you guys know I don't love this, but at the same time, and I'm not smart enough to understand all the AI stuff and what happened today with whatever that, I already forgot the name of it, something Seeker or something like that. Anyway, it was a big deal to the market, right? But anyway, I still have to say they're going to have to power AI centers any way you slice it, and that's where LTBR and those little baby nuke stocks come in. This one has pretty much round-tripped in 2 days, though, but it's also back to some support here, so we'll see. I am going to put it on Bounce Watch. At the same time, I'm not putting SMR, OKLO, and NNE on Bounce Watch yet. I'd like to see another red day in each of those. So just suffice it to say, I'm not in love with this watch list. ORKL, after this gap up here, just got decimated and down to recent lows. I do think that's a decent scenario for a snapback bounce, only if we get one of our bounce play setups that we teach. Nvidia, obviously, biggest name in the world maybe as far as stocks go. I definitely got to watch this one for a bounce. I would love another red day. I just don't know if we get it, right? But I think we could get a snapback bounce on that one. ZKIN. In after hours, this is trading at 95 cents. So maybe there's something there. Had I think earnings in after hours, and then BACK in after hours. It went up to $1.99, but as I'm talking, he was trading at $1.28. So if ZKIN and BACK are still gapping in the morning, they'll go on the gap playlist. Let me reiterate, I'm not in love with this list, but I do think a lot of charts will start giving us decent setups this week now, right, on bounce plays and probably get some nice news headlines as well. That's it for me. I'll see you in chat.